All right, welcome back to another video. I'm John from Northeast Elite Fishing. Thanks for joining me. Today's video is the second half of the Canandaigua Lake trip that we took a few weeks ago. But before I turn it over to the video, I wanted to come out and share with you guys 3 rules that I use when I approach a new body of water. So let's get right to it. So rule number 1 is don't fish empty water. And what do I mean by that? So by now we all have electronics, depth finders, forward-facing sonar, whatever it may be. Let's use those things to put us in a better position and give us a better percentage of chance to catch fish. So, so often I see guys, they'll go out, set themselves up at a certain depth and basically grind them till you find them. I have an illustration I want to show you guys. And this may give you a little bit better understanding of why this is important and what you will actually gain by doing this. Now, a lot of guys think, hey, I'm not fishing, I'm not catching fish. But, to me, fishing is anything that we do to get fish in the boat or put us on fish that potentially could get put in the boat. So have an illustration. Let's go over to the board and we'll get to work. All right, gang, let's take a quick look at this illustration. So what I've done is I've set up 2 separate scenarios. We have fisherman A here who sets up in 30 feet of water, sets his speed at 2 miles an hour, and basically puts his lines out and is gonna grind them till he finds them, right? On the other side, we have fisherman B who doesn't put any lines out, starts his scan at 4 miles an hour, and is going to start looking for fish. No lines out. Basically, he's just got his scan going. He's got his 2D going, side scan, whatever it may be. Now, if the fish are located within this first mile, in both instances, keeping all things equal, fisherman A is going to come down here in about a half hour. He's going to find some fish, potentially catching or having the potential to catch fish. Fisherman B is going to see them on his scan. He's going to set up and, have the same potential to catch fish. Now, where it becomes important is, let's say the fish are up here in 40 feet of water. Fisherman A will then continue on because he's just grinding till he finds them. Fisherman B will do the same thing. At the half hour mark, fisherman A is going to be at 1 mile in. He's going to be about a mile into his journey, right? But fisherman B has already scanned all of this empty water leading down to 2 miles and now is going to say, all right, I'm not seeing anything in my stretch. I'm going to move down. I'm going to move out a little bit. Now, this is where it becomes important. Fisherman A continues on and we hit that 1 hour mark. At 1 hour, he's now down and fished all of this empty water, this 2 mile stretch of empty water. Fisherman B at 60 minutes is on the fish. He's completed a 4 mile journey of no fish in his scan. Yes, he spent an hour, but look at where they are. Fisherman A is still down here. Now he's going to continue on, and you need another hour to get up to where the fish are and find them. Fisherman B has now not had a line in the water, but he's on them, and he knows that those fish are there. He has now got a full 1 hour more on those fish than fisherman A. That's where not fishing empty water becomes so important. What we're trying to do is we are trying to increase the percentages of us being on top of those fish as long and as much as possible. Rule number 2 is start where there may be fish based on what you know. Time of the year, present conditions, water temperature, wind, known structure. Use all of these things to put yourself in a position to start your scan. So just for instance, Lake Cayuga is a great example. Early on in the spring, these lake trout, they're going to be pushed up a little bit in toward shore. Not to say that you won't catch fish in the deeper depths, but you know, in my mind, I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to start out in that 30 to 35 foot of water and start my scan there. So again, start where fish may be based on what you know and the time of year, present conditions, water temperature, wind, known structure, things like that. Third big thing is don't get married to a certain presentation. And a lot of guys will get married to a presentation only because that's what they've used to catch fish before. Now, I'm not saying don't use those things, but I'm saying if they don't work, don't be afraid to switch over to something else. A lot of guys will say, you know, hey, if they're not biting on this, this is what I catch all my fish on. You know, the fish just aren't biting. But if you think about it, the reason that they're catching their fish on that particular presentation is because it's the only thing they use. What they really fail to think about is how much time did they spend not catching fish or seeing any type of activity or missed hits or things like that. So, and that's why this video is going to be a good example of that. You're going to see this was a little bit more of a challenging day. So I had to move around through a lot of different presentations to get on the fish and get them to bite. So I thought that this was a good opportunity. So again, in review, don't fish empty water. Start where fish may be based on time of year and present conditions, and don't get married to your presentations. I hope all of these things help you guys get on fish and increase your level of success. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you soon out on the water. All right, gang, here's what we came up with. So, downrigger, and we have a white glow spin doctor on this side. Basically just hooked up to our DS3 swivel. Nothing fancy here, a little glow to it. And then we're gonna go with the meat rig. We're gonna give it a shot. Now, the baits that I used are, it's a pre-canned bait, so it has glow in it. I didn't bring the UV little light that they give you. The company that makes that is the big one. I'm not gonna get it out, I was gonna, but that stuff's pretty nasty. So we're gonna set this on the rigger. We know what range we wanna be in. We wanna be in that 50 to 75. We're gonna set this probably 50 back, and we'll start out at like 18. So that'll be number one on that side. Number two, we got a flasher fly. We got the lime green with the black dots flasher, and that's a little crazy color fly. It's like a sherbet. Went after this one because of that orange that's in there. I think that we really we had a great day yesterday production wise with the orange color on that tree. So that's going to go in the other downrigger, 50 back. We'll put that, we'll mess around with the depths a little bit. And then finally, Northeast Troller, we're going to stick with you. This produced like crazy yesterday, so we're going to put it back out there today on 4 colors. We're going to start with the frog flatfish. Now, the frog does really well when it's sunny out. I may change over to the silver, and it's got pink dots on it, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to get these lines out, and I'll see you guys in a minute. I think we hooked onto something here. I thought we bounced off the bottom and caught some weeds because we got up into like 20. We just cut the corner there a little bit too tight, and we caught like 20 feet, and I pulled back, and I feel something, sure enough, I feel something tugging here. I don't know what it is, but find out here in a minute. Certainly doesn't feel that big. But right now, we just need to break it in. Let's see what we got here. That was in like probably less than 20 feet of water, whatever this is. Wouldn't even surprise me if it's a smallmouth. Oh, it looks like a rainbow. He's not bad, actually. Look at that guy. He's decent. It's a decent rainbow. I'm gonna flip him up. All right, Northeast Trollers broke the silence. So combination there, Northeast Troller and the silver with pink dot flatfish. Always good on a cloudy day, no doubt about it. Yeah, he's a good little fish. Nice guy. Beautiful colors on these things. I can't get enough of that chrome color on these fish here. All right, let's get him back in. Actually, let's take him out back. It's easier going out the back with these guys. Oh, he went quick. All right, time to change it up again. All right, kokanee cut plug coming out, and we're going back with a standard. This was fire yesterday, so we're gonna put it back out there. Orange with the orange slimline Dodger. All right, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop down to one downrigger and two planer boards. Maybe these get, oh, this thing's been out there forever. All right, flasher flies coming out. Put that over here for now. And orange, baby. Here we go. Let's get it down. All right, we swapped out that downrigger for 4 colors, Gatorade, salmon candy, Christmas tree, with the white glow flatfish that, you know, you guys saw me do a lot of damage over at Cayuga and Seneca with this guy. So we're going to switch over to that, maybe drive some of these bigger fish to commit and see what happens. So we have the Gatorade here, we have the orange tree on that side with the silver, and we have the slimline Dodger with the orange spoon. And we're coming up on a good spot here. Well, as of yesterday, it was a good spot because this is where we hooked up with that nice rainbow that we caught, and a bunch of others, a bunch of lake trout. So it was a busy spot, but you never know, day to day, things definitely change. So stick around. All right, we finally hooked up. Where is he going? So in about 88 feet of water, he blasted it. Ooh, that's a good fish. He's going all over. He's not done yet. Oh, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. All right, back on the board. nice fish. He's about 4 pounds, I'd say. Real nice fish. There it goes. All right, I'm back. Things are looking just a little different out here today. So, started in where we left off yesterday at that 75-foot mark, and it just hasn't been as active as yesterday. So now the process is going to lead us to move out. I did notice we're starting to see a little bit more bait. Well, I'm in 142, and I'm starting to see quite a bit of bait as I pass through. Still not a lot of action. Same presentations. We have the Gatorade tree out, we have the orange tree out, and we have the slimline Dodger with the spoon. So we're going to stick with that. The wind has picked up quite a bit. It's not rolling terrible. May actually even help us. So stick around. All right, we just had a really good hit. Like a really good hit. .35 feet of water. Oh, this guy's tugging. It's like a laker. It's a little guy. He hit that hard. Wow, did he hit that hard. A little bit of a mixed bag today. Good fish. Let's get him back. There he goes. We got something going on here. Let's pop it and see. Let's see what we got here. So the afternoon bite has been on. It's a little guy, but we'll take him. We're still catching fish, nothing huge today, but we're getting them in the boat. Looks like another laker. This guy's getting flipped in. I'm not, is that a brown? I haven't caught a brown the whole time I'm here. It's a brown. All right. Brown on the Northeast Troller. Ooh. Nice brown. Beautiful color on them. All right, so that's the trifecta for Canandaigua. Let's get them back before I drop them again. There you go. All right, we got everything on this now, including the downrigger. There it goes. We caught browns. We caught rainbows. We're gonna put this back out. $30 feet, 30 down, 50 back. So we got browns, we got rainbows, we got Lakers. Couldn't ask for anything more from the weekend. "30 feet. See if we can get another one. All right. All right. We pulled the jigging pole out, and looks like we got something here. Nice little Laker. We're in about 30 feet. All right, first one jigging today. Little guy, but still a lot of fun on the jigging pole for sure. Perfect eater size, I could tell you that. All right, let's get him back. Here he goes.